Hi there, I'm Carrie Corcoran with JP and Associates Realtors, bringing you a mid-year 2021 housing market update. Things are changing rapidly, but I'm starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel for the end of 2021. In the DFW area compared to June 2020, the median sales price has risen 21% to $337,000. Months of supply has dropped 62% to 1.3 months of supply. Days on market has dropped 76% to only 6 days, and closed sales have increased by 11%. We're starting to see more inventory because in spring we were running on only 0.7 months of supply. The most popular real estate related Google search, when is the housing market going to crash, has increased 2,450% in the last month and has doubled in the last week. Folks, this is not a bubble. The housing market is hot, but leading economists say a crash is not imminent. The causes of the last housing bubble from 2006-2007 were due to low down payments, flexible or adjusted mortgage rates, and oversupply. Why is 2021 different? Number one, the current combination of low inventory and high buyer demand means the risk of overbuilding is minimal. From a national standpoint, the existing homes for sale in the U.S. is 1.16 million versus 4 million in 2007. That's 71% less homes for sale. Number two, down payments are up. A typical down payment in 2021 is almost 16% versus 9% back in 2007. More equity down means more equity at the start. Additionally, in 2007, 45% of first-time home buyers financed 100% of their home compared to only 17% in 2020. Number three, more fixed mortgage rates. Before 2008's market crash, 15% of buyers gambled with adjustable rate mortgages and fixed rate mortgages versus fixed rate mortgages compared to 4% in 2020. Number four, leading restrictions are tight. It is harder to qualify for a mortgage you can't afford. Back in 2006-2007, lending restrictions were lacking, to say the least. So the natural question is, what's causing this crazy high demand? Well, COVID-19 prevented many from selling that normally would have, creating a lack of inventory. Because of COVID-19, renters opted for single-family homes for a safer environment versus multi-unit living. Many have the ability to work from home, so there was a flight to the suburbs. Relocation buyers are migrating to the DFW area from high-tax states, and a large number of millennials were entering into the market. All of those factors caused this explosion, and prices rose dramatically overnight to levels never seen before, thus leaving many to believe or assume that they have to come down as quickly as they rose. Now, with all of that, what can we expect going forward? In the last couple of weeks, we've started to see a slowdown or a leveling off. Showings are down. Buyers who have lost several times are suffering from buyer fatigue or buyer burnout and are dropping out of the market. We're starting to see a slight price correction or prices stabilizing. Mortgage rates are expected to rise nearing 4% by the end of 2021 and possibly up to 5% at the end of 2022. What does this mean for buyers? The buying process will take longer, more homes will need to be toured, and buyers may lose out on their first few offers, but they may be competing against less competition than in recent months. The top three concessions buyers may need to make to win the home of their choice are, number one, a higher down payment. Sellers have more confidence in buyers that have more cash to put down. Sellers feel less risk with someone putting down 20% versus 3%. Number two, paying above asking price. Nationally, 34% of buyers are paying up over asking from 21% in 2020. Keep in mind, not all asking prices are created equal. It is important for the buyer's agent to run a CMA so a buyer understands how a home is priced. Many homes are priced low to attract multiple offers. Many are priced too high and may not appraise. So don't get hung up on going over asking until pricing is understood. But it may not be necessary to offer 10 to 20% over asking to win as we enter the second half of 2021. And number three, waiving contingencies. It sounds risky, but in order to win, many buyers are waiving inspections and financing due to appraisal. It's important for buyers to align themselves with an experienced buyer's agent to help them craft a winning offer. Sometimes buyers can get frustrated with this competitive market and feel the need to win something in negotiations. The ultimate goal is to win the house you love at a price you can afford. What does this mean for sellers? It still is a very strong seller's market, and when a home is priced right, the process will be quick and sellers need to be prepared. Number one, anticipate multiple offers. The national average number of offers in 2021 is 5 versus 3.4 in 2020. In the last few months in DFW, we're seeing 20 to 50 plus offers on a home. That number is starting to drop if the home is priced correctly. If a home is newer, updated, or has a great backyard view, or especially a pool, there is still very, very high demand. However, I'm starting to see overpriced homes sit. And in order to capitalize on multiple offers, sellers must set a realistic price or their opportunity could be lost. Number two, homes are selling quickly. The average time on market is 6 days versus 26 days in 2020. In most cases, sellers need to have secured their next home before the sale of their current home is complete, or they need to negotiate a 30 to 60 day lease back to make their next move after they've secured the sale of their current home. Depending on each seller's needs, the best offer may not be the highest. It is important for sellers to have an experienced listing agent to help them evaluate each offer and what it means to their net profit and their timeline. Bottom line, home ownership is still considered the best investment. The uncertainty of 2020 demonstrated the tremendous value of home ownership, and the value was reflected in the dramatic equity gains in 2021. Homeowners' equity increased by a whopping 16% in 2021 when typical annual equity gains are 1 to 5%. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell a home in 2021, please share my name and contact information for a strategy session for their unique situation. Unfortunately, this process no longer starts with looking at pretty homes. An aggressive strategy needs to be put into place before a search begins. If you found this video helpful, please like it, leave a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dallas, Texas Real Estate, Corcoran Real Estate Group. Bye for now.